Right, first contender on the list is Doc Mitchell. We all know who this guy is. He's the first face you see when you wake up. He dangles weird ink in your face and criticises your name. Oh, not the name I would have chosen. Shut up, mate. Even if you choose the name Doc or Mitchell, he flips out. So just ignore him. This guy was born in Vault 21. And he had a weird nickname. Yeah, Molebutt. Bit suspicious if you ask me. I don't even know how you come about getting a nickname like that. So, just for that, he's lost the mark. He left the Vault as a travelling doctor, but eventually returned to Vault 21 and met his waifu. Everything was going good, but like everyone else, he was evicted from the Vault because it was owned by one another, Robert House. That's when he decided to give it all up and try and be a travelling doctor outside. You know what? Doc Mitchell is a gem of a character. He's not just an NPC, he's a lifeline. He's a good guy. He helps you, he's not worried about getting paid, and he has a cool demeanour. His care for the community is pretty decent. And you know what ranking I'm going to give him? A rank. I know what you're thinking, he should be S. There's nothing wrong with the guy. But there's everything wrong with the guy. He lets you take everything from his house. It's a bit suspicious he lets you rob him, after patching your skull up. Next on the list we have the one another, Sonny Smiles. Woo-wee! Sonny Smiles is a resident survivalist, and the first person you get a relationship with in the Commonwealth. And she teaches you how to use a gun, for free. Pretty cool. She's a tough, capable woman who knows how to survive in the harshest environments. I kind of like her attitude. She's nice. She doesn't get involved with faction politics. The only one she does is defend the town when the powder gangers come. She makes a living just from hunting geckos and helping reduce the population of radscorps in the area. So you know, she's pretty good. No drama at all. And you know what I'm going to give her? Straight to the A tier. Why? She's a baddie. I mean, she's a real gem in Mojave. I'm not creaming over her. Well, I am. Someone needs to put a ring on that trigger finger before the wasteland blows her away. Man, that was a corny line. Like that. Next on the list, we have Victor. Happy trails. So, this guy, he's the iconic Securition robot patrolling Goodsprings, and sometimes pops up in other places when you don't want him to. He was originally programmed by Mr. House to kind of survey the local populace and communities before New Vegas was properly established. Despite his mechanical nature, Victor's surprisingly warm and passionate character. And you know what? No, this is a lie. What am I saying? Howdy, partner. Don't fall for it. He's a rat. He's a rat and he's a spy. He spies for Mr. House and you can't trust him. There's only a few times you need him, Mojave. And what does he do? Disappear. And then comes rolling up later and goes, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there." Now, he knew what he was up to. He missed a fight. And he has no interest in helping the town. He's just there as a spy. This robotic snake's only redeeming quality is that he might not know he's a plant, because you have an opportunity after the battle to hack him and find out what's going on. And he doesn't seem to have a clue. But still, I don't know if I can trust him. And I kill this boy at any opportunity I get, if I'm honest. He's going straight to the bottom with a -E. I don't know if he can get any lower than that. But that's what he's getting. Right, who do we have left? We have Trudy. She's the polite barkeeper you get in the Prospectus Saloon. I think she was one of the first residents to come into town. She's essentially the town's mother. You gotta be careful with this one. You shouldn't mistake her kindness for weakness. She's pretty damn tough and makes everyone pay their tab. Even when the great Khans come in making a show of things. Smashed up her radio. What'd she do? Yeah, she made him pay. While Trudy isn't as prominent as some of the other characters, she's well-rounded, and I like her. And she's a good vendor for clearing off your early junk. So yeah, she's a solid barkeep, so she gets a solid score. Let's give her a B. And next up on the list, we've got Chet. He's the owner of the Goodsprings General Store. He's known for his somewhat reasonable business practices. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Doesn't rip you off. No sneaky side quests for a reduced price. He's a nice guy. But look, while he's not a saint, he's also not the most trustworthy. He's a businessman, and he'll play both sides of the fence if he needs to. Depending on whose side you pick with the powder gangers, Chet will be there to supply you with goods either way. He's a businessman. He doesn't get involved with the greater politics. He just wants to make some dough and live in the shop. And I somewhat remember he has an infinite experience glitch, which does really help. I've never used it myself, but I remember seeing videos and thinking it was pretty damn cool. So yeah, he gets a B, yeah. I'm happy with Chet. And next on the list, we've got Easy Pete. Is the old geezer who sits in a chair, tinkers with dynamite, and keeps an eye on the Brahmin and the bighorns. And I tell you what, he is a survivor. You don't meet many happy old people in the Mojave. He's a lot like Sonny Smiles. He doesn't care about the larger politics of the Mojave. He just likes to take it easy. He even doesn't mind Victor. He just sees him as a lost soul milling around, which is kind of nice, because most people don't like Victor. Because he's an explosive expert, If you show him you can blow, he gives you some bang. I think that's quite nice of him, excuse the pun. Depending on how you do the Powder Gangers quest, he's actually pretty damn good in combat. Especially if you're fighting against him. Guy knows how to throw. Yeah, I'll give him a B. Why not? Nice guy. Right, next on the list. This one counts. Joe Cobb from the Powder Gangers. Joe Cobb's not really the leader, but he's like head of a posse, I guess. He's one of the first antagonists you meet in the game. While he's a threat to Goodsprings, he's not really any danger to the Greater Commonwealth. And he's not really that threatening. He has a couple of goofy lines, but on the whole, I reckon a bog standard villain. No real deep character development. You kind of just want to help supply the NCR correctional gang and kind of expand the territory a bit. I'm going to give him a C. Even if he is a villain, his character's alright. It's pretty cool. So I always enjoy killing him. His mid-murder trash talk isn't bad. Next on the list we have Ringo. This is the guy who hides in the garage. Ringo is a former caravanner. Is that the word? I think it is. Let's go with it. He gets ambushed and caught up in a robbery attempt, which left him fleeing for his life and hiding in Goodsprings. He's the main reason trouble started in Goodsprings. When you first walk into the bar, you see Joe Cobb gobbing off to Trudy, saying that she's hiding something. In fact, she's hiding him. You know what? I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to give him a D. He's got the D rank. Why? Because he has potential, but he's a bit of a Jerry, just hiding away, feeling sorry for himself. And even when you offer to help defend the town, he's like, "Ooh, I'm not sure I want to. Ooh." He's brought so much danger to the town, and he still cowers away. Not sure I've got vibes for that guy. And once you do save the town from disaster, where does he go? He takes a little stroll to the Crimson Caravan. 9 times out of 10 he dies anyway, so is there any point saving him? I always ask him for a game of Caravan, take his deck and shoot him in the face. Or if you want to be extra sneaky, have him join the defence of the town with you, protect Sonny and let him die. Yeah, it's probably the best way to go about it. Anyway, he's got D rank. And I think I've covered everything. Whoa, no I haven't. There is one more I've forgotten. The one and only Cheyenne. Oof, she gets an S rank. Without a doubt, she gets an S rank. Why? This good girl of the Wasteland is fearless. She protects her owner at all costs, and you. If you punch a settler in the face and run up to her, she'll attack the settler. And you know what makes her even more special? She can die. Remember the first time I did a playthrough? With Sunny Smiles, I had to go shoot a few geckos and do something with the water supply. She died. And Sunny was just, "Oh, Cheyenne, I told you not to jump in." And you know, it was awful. It was an awful situation. And Sunny was broken-hearted. I didn't expect it to happen. I got a little bit of PTSD from it. If it happens the other way round, if Sunny Smiles dies in conflict outside, Cheyenne would naturally go and wait by where her body was. That's awful. That's an awful sad dog. So yeah, Cheyenne gets S rank and she always will. It's not like a dog meat or a Rex where they just limp around for a little bit and they're back to good health. Once she's gone, she's gone. And that makes her special, you know. So there we have it. And there you go, that's the ranking system. You wanna look on the screen, you can see what it is. But you know what, I do have an honourable mention. All the graves. There's a bunch of graves up in the Goodsprings graveyard. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to read them all out in a cartoonish fashion for you. All in one take. How about that? So we have a Benny Lava, Count Abraham Jefferson III, D.D. Colibus, Danielle Malili, Fearless Dave, J. Horn, Jake J. Frenzel, Joe Jack Jr. Jr. Smith, Owen Perry, Sarah Friedman, Tyler Saba, Verl, and Whiskey Snakes Jr. I have no idea who these people are, if they have any link to Goodsprings. I would assume they're just some people the devs know, because I couldn't find any lore about these guys. So there you have it. There's your tier system for Goodsprings. Smash me down a comment, and I'll do the next tier list there. I'll probably end up doing it in Sloan, to be honest, because that's the next list, isn't it? The easiest one. Alright, till next time, guys. It's been a pleasure.